Hey Hardin County, this is Michelle, and it's just after the Fair Board meeting, and I wanted to give you kind of an update on what I'm talking about, some exciting things. Everybody's getting ready for the fair because it's just around the corner, and they've been working on all the bathrooms. The bathrooms are all working. They're getting new faucets put in, those kind of upgraded ones, which that's a big deal. Fixing the plumbing in them, and there's a problem with the digital sign out front, that it's wireless, because they used to not have internet. Now they do, all through the fairgrounds, and so they're looking at, they think it's the receivers that aren't working, and so it's the same picture all the time. So they're looking at maybe getting that hardwired in so it can be updated easier from the fair office. So that's kind of exciting. The Junior Fair Board, they've done a lot of changes here lately, kind of integrating the Junior Fair Board members so that they can be part of the committees, not be part of them, but watch the committees of the regular board. And so that's been really fun. I think they've really enjoyed that. And they're looking at putting like a big billboard where the Junior Fair, you have like the king and queens, and if you win in your class, the different species, your name goes up on the board and you can get your picture taken with that. And so they're looking for a location for those things, and kind of moving forward with that little project. So that'll be kind of cool to see, and they'll update it as people are winning throughout the week. And so they're also doing this reading books from the Dolly Parton library. The Junior Fair Board is going to be reading books at different times around the fair, kind of focusing on the different animals and things. So that's kind of cool. So they did approve. Of course, they're working on the grounds a lot, getting ready for the fair. They're going to get a metal roof put on the round building, which is the horse race calling. It's that big, the tall building that the announcer stands at in the middle of the horse track. So they're going to get that put on there. They've been transforming the machinery building and putting up new walls. Some of the walls couldn't be rebuilt, so they're kind of fixing all those, and I'm hoping to get a video preview of kind of those changes that are happening. So that'll be kind of cool. They got the grant for the drinking fountains with the water bottle fillers, so that'll be really nice for people working here, and the kids being able to refill their water bottles. So they're getting those all in, and sounds like it's been a lot of work to get those put in. Power washing the shelter house, building chair racks. They purchased new chairs for the community building. What else? Oh, the update on the generator. So there's they can order, if they can get the part, it's like a $400 part, a diaphragm for the pump. If not, I think they have to purchase a new pump. So they're kind of working on getting that generator. They did get it running, but they need a part. So they're working on getting that up and running. And let's see. Yeah, so different things. If I see anything, I'll update you. But the big one is they approved to redo the gazebo here in the middle of the fair. This one, several people have looked at it. I'm not sure who all, but they've looked at it, and the foundation supports in the bottom of it are just completely shot. The whole thing is not really worth repairing, and so they approved. They're going to work with the Fair Foundation committee. They've kind of started up. They have some money that they can use, and they wanted to do a project for this year, and so they're going to work in partnership with them. Hopefully, that's still all pending, to get a new gazebo, and they're looking at one that's still an octagon. It'll be an octagon on the edges, but a little bit wider at the front and the back, and so it's kind of elongated oval, and it'll have vinyl posts and railings, so you don't have to paint it, and then a metal roof. And so I wanted to kind of show you guys here if I can. So here's the gazebo. Now, I had big questions about these the yellow things on the grounds. And if there's a water leak here at the fair, it's going to be right here where you can see where they've patched the road here. And so we have to keep this area open. And so though that will stay, but then this gazebo will just be extended on both the ends. And so I will take a little tour of this and let you guys kind of see it. And then I think they're hoping they're gonna have to tear this one down. And then I think there's a lot of collaboration community-wise as far as the construction of it and donation of materials and those kinds of things. So always a group effort here at the fair. And so yeah, so it'll be exciting. All right, we'll talk to you later. And I forgot to tell you, they're still gonna have the two-step there. Oh, you can kind of see where somebody come in and looked underneath there. But the new foundation is going to be concrete, and so it'll be good and sturdy. The hope also is that with the main thing is making this opening much wider. I don't know what they said, maybe double this, maybe triple, so that you can have better pictures. You can have people, oh, that's a big step, that you have more room for a band and equipment and weddings and those kinds of things. So making it much more usable as a place here at the fair. So, all right, thank you guys. Okay, it's me again. I knew I'd forget something, but I did get an update on the new building that they're looking at purchasing, or not purchasing, but building. So there were new plans submitted by the board to the architect people with the 15,000 square foot exhibit area, which would be the poultry rabbit barn type thing for the fair. But then we can have different shows come in and utilize that space. It would be about twice the size of the community building. So that would be really nice. And they made a few changes to the size of the offices and hallways and those kinds of things. And the engineers thought that was, it looked good and kind of gave them a new price on that. And so really the next step is they have some work sessions scheduled with the development committee to meet with the architects and go over kind of details and kind of just moving it forward. I think it's, at least if I was on the fair board, it would be very intimidating to go forward with such a big project. But I really think with the new gazebo and showing that there are improvements, and really I really am starting to see a strategy for this new building, kind of the vision of using it more year-round, a nicer facility type of thing. So hopefully that will pan out. I mean, I think when you go to these meetings, they always give an update on what the rentals are, who's using the different buildings, and it really sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on out here all the time that we just don't really know or see as a community. So anyway, so the plans are good. They're going to have their work sessions to try and move the project forward. Now, they've used all the ARPA money, which was $500,000 from the commissioners. They used that to purchase equipment, the removable pins, bleachers, those kinds of things. So that's gone. Then they have the $500,000 from John Cross, from that bill that he got through the Senate for us, to go towards the building, and then the $500,000 from the commissioners from the general fund for the building. So they have so they've purchased a $500,000 in materials or supplies. They have $1 million that's waiting, and you know, if you do, you know, I'm not sure how much a building like this costs. It's not a crazy amount, but it's still quite a bit. I know there's going to probably be, similar with the gazebo, a lot of community support, you know, concrete, metal, siding, constructions, you know, all those kind of things, maybe even electricals. You know, I know plumbing, you know, people have donated to the fair, and so we won't know like a real price until kind of those things come through. But it will be a community effort, and so that's kind of cool. What else? So anyway, so we're kind of, you know, just watching this unfold a little bit, and hopefully after some of these work sessions we'll be a little bit closer. Now, I do think there's some timelines. There wouldn't be any timelines on the commissioner money, but I think for the Senate bill money, there may be timelines. I'm not sure. I know there's definitely regulations, but so anyways, okay, wanted to give you an update on that, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.